Hello, my name is Ralf Friedrichs. I am an addiction recovery coach and also the host of the Take Your Life Back Today show. As an addiction recovery coach, let me share this with you about substance abuse. And let me be crystal clear. I want to leave an everlasting impact upon you. Just imagine being buried alive. Let's say you're in a coffin, but you also know you're not dead. You don't know how to open the coffin, and you start pushing the lid, but the enormous weight from the dirt on top of the lid prevents you from opening it. You think about giving up, and you just wait for death to arrive. But you also think about banging on the coffin so that maybe, just maybe, you can also unsettle the dirt, and people above might notice and start digging their way down to help you. That is what it's like to find yourself at the lowest point of alcohol and drug addiction. You know you need help. You know you can't do it on your own. You just don't know how to get the help. In reality, there are people who can help you standing nearby the grave, but you just don't know that. You just think you're going to die in that coffin. Usually, though, people don't think of death when they're habitually abusing drugs and alcohol. You have to be good at repressing the fear of death. I often ask you, my audience, did it ever come across your mind while you were abusing drugs and alcohol that just maybe you can overdose? With this, I leave you with one other thought. Don't be that person lying in the coffin, banging on the lid, screaming for someone to hear you. Take the first step today. Call me at 844-405-HELP and let me help take your life back before your life is gone. Larry Geist from the Geist Academy, 516-485-2741. Larry Geist can help you from your addiction to your recovery. Utilize Larry Geist as a crutch to lean on. Larry Geist, nor do I, tell you, care where you've been, what you've gone through. We do care, but we don't care for you to have to discuss it if you don't want to. Why? Because it's important where you are today and where you're going tomorrow. That is important to us. We, and Larry Geist especially, is here to serve you as a bridge between your addiction and your recovery. Take the small steps across that bridge to reach sobriety. It all starts today. Don't be that person laying in the coffin, banging on the lid, screaming on the top of your lungs, because just maybe no one will hear you. Larry Geist at 516-485-2741. You can also Google him at odysseyconsultant.org. GlobalEyeglasses.com. They are focused on saving you money, folks. If you need frames, they have over 1,200 frames. Plastic, metal, men's, ladies, children. They have progressive lenses, transition lenses, photochromatic lenses, polarization lenses. They have thinner lenses, shatterproof lenses for children. The coatings include UV coating, tinted, scratch coating, anti-reflecting coating. All that's available at www.globaleyeglasses.com. Let them focus on saving you money. And if you need any help, I have over 30 years experience in the optometry business. Text me at 631-599-0218, or you can call my hotline 844-405-HELP. Let me help you pick out the glasses and guide you towards the lenses that fit your needs the best. I've helped over 200 people from my own audience already. So why not take the first step and make the phone call to get your glasses so you can see my videos better. Global Eyeglasses. Let them focus on saving you money. Today's topic, 12 ways to accept yourself. And I decided to do this because I have a friend who I've been speaking to through Facebook who is going through some hard times. She's lost a grandmother most recently, I think a few months ago. Her husband was in the military, got out of the military, doesn't pay a lot of attention to her. My friend's name is Ray. I don't want to give you the last name. I don't want to give you the location, but my friend, I would like for you to listen to the words that I have to tell you. For many people, self-acceptance is hard to come by on a good day, more or less on a bad day. It's tenuous. It's a glass with tiny cracks at its best. On a bad day, Ray, when you've made a mistake or two, don't let how you look or feel absolutely miserable, your self-confidence is in shades, don't let that bring you down. Ray, I'm going to discuss 12 ways to accept yourself better. Again, this video is dedicated to my friend Ray, and I know, Ray, I know for a fact your life will become better. I know things will start looking better. Use people to support you. And I know you don't have any addiction issues. I know you don't have drug issues. But all of us in life have issues, Ray. All of us. It could be issues not even related to any substance abuse. So people like you, Ray, need to find people such as myself to lean on, to motivate you, to inspire you. So let this video, Ray, for you and whoever else in my audience with the issues similar to this, let the 12 ways to accept yourself send a message that you, Ray, are awesome. Fortunately, self-acceptance is something we can nurture, folks. Ray, look at this and listen to these words, Ray. And hopefully you can find solace in a few of these. Number 1 on my list is set an intention. Self-acceptance begins with the intention of accepting yourself. It is a vital that we set an intention for ourselves, that we are willing to shift paradigm from a world of blame, doubt, and shame to a world of allowance. That self-loathing simply doesn't lead to a satisfying life. Allow yourself the allowance, the tolerance, the acceptance, and the trust, and don't blame yourself for things when they don't go just the way you want them. If I set my intention that a life with self-acceptance is far better than a life of self-hatred, then I begin a chain reaction within my being geared to a life of peace. This, my friends, is how you set intention. Number 2 is celebrate your strengths and let go of your weaknesses. We are much better collectors of our shortcomings than we are of our stronger points. Many people fail to see their strengths and cling to the antique scripts that they carry about their lack of worth. Hone in on your strengths and abilities by writing them down. If you're having a tough time coming up with your list, name one strength each day for the next 30 days. Start with something basic like, I'm a kind person. I'm a loving person. I'm a loving mother. I'm a loving wife. Number 3, consider the people around you. What kinds of people do you surround yourself with? Ask yourself these questions. Who speaks negatively to me? Ray, write this down. Who speaks negatively to you? Who reinforces negative talk to you? Ray, why do I allow such people to hurt me? My audience, why do you allow people to hurt you? You are in control of your own life. You are in control of your destiny. I'm not saying you can control the people around you, but you can control yourself not being around those people. Are they just doing my own dirty work because I'm not willing to choose different? So if you have people around you, folks, that are treating you bad, mistreating you, and you let it happen day to day, it's because you are allowing yourself to be around those people. You can't change those people, but you can change your environment. Number 4, create a support group. Distance yourself from people who bring you down. Instead, surround yourself with people who accept you and believe in you. Super important. Number 5, forgive yourself. Past regrets can prevent us from practicing self-acceptance. Forgive yourself and move on. It is not important where you've been yesterday, people. It is important where you are today and moving forward. Whether it's about something you've done or a personality quirk that resulted in a social flaw, it's important to learn from the mistake, make efforts to grow, and accept that you can't change the past and to move on. Number 6, shush your inner critic. Many people equate their inner critic with a voice of reason. Not always. That voice of reason could bring you down. They think their inner critic is simply speaking the truth. Not really. Could be just pinpointing things and blowing them out of proportion. But if you wouldn't say to a loved one it's not honesty or sincerity, it's unwarranted and harsh and judgmental. I believe in the power of mantra and encourage clients to select a mantra that is normalizing, calming, and encouraging during times when the inner critic rears its ugly head and tries to bring you down. For example, you could use, I am only human, I'm doing the best that I can, and that is all I can do. Utilize that statement because you are only human, and I'm sure you are doing the best that you can. Number 7, grieve the loss of unrealized dreams. Many of our problems with self-acceptance comes from our inability to reconcile who we are compared with the idolized dreams of your youth. Maybe you dreamed about becoming an Olympic athlete, or a multimillionaire, or staying married forever, or having a big family. Whatever your dreams and goals, mourn that they didn't come to pass, he said, then get back to being the best you can today, now, and move forward. Number 8, perform charitable acts. When you sacrifice and give to others, you see how your deeds are a positive influence on other people's lives by how they react with a smile and a thank you. It becomes more and more difficult to maintain the idea that you are no good when you see how your deeds help other people. I believe, to my friend who I'm addressing, I've said this to you, that people that want to constantly send other people things, such as a thank you card and a gift, those are acts of kindness that will come back to be your best friend one day, because when you do that to other people and you see how they are so happy and how you've made their day, that should positively motivate you to know that you are awesome and you are a good person. Number 9, realize the acceptance is not resignation. Acceptance is letting go of the past and the things we cannot control, folks. This way you can focus your energy on which you can control, which is empowering. In fact, for some people, accepting that they have a problem is the first step to making positive changes. This is why I always say it doesn't matter whether we're talking about alcohol, drugs, or just everyday living. The sooner you accept you have a problem, the sooner you can correct and move on. Number 10, speak to your highest self. Find your highest self. It's hidden inside you somewhere. I suggest to try the following activity that includes imagining and interacting with your highest best offer. Your best offer is your best self. That is what you can offer you. I often ask my audience to visualize their highest and best self that lies deep within them. Close your eyes. Think about what is the image that you see about yourself, the highest image. I ask them to imagine the highest self stepping outside of them and looking at them in their current life circumstance and situation. Close your eyes, picture yourself in your situation right now, folks. Now, picture coming out of your body and stepping outside in your home, looking through the window. What do you see going on in your home? What do you see you doing every day? Right now you're out of your body looking into your house and seeing yourself and your family. What is going on there? This process of visualization, a separation of detachment from the current suffering self, often helps clients to tap into the wisdom that already lies within them, their highest self, to promote healing. Whatever you see through that window in your own home, when you see yourself right now after you're visualizing this, what do you think you need to do to correct the situation? This exercise teaches you how to be your own best parent and demonstrate empathy, compassion, and love towards self. Number 11, be kind to yourself. Many people are hesitant to show even a shred of self-kindness because they see it as selfish and undeserved, but you do deserve it. But the key to compassion is to understand that weakness and frailty, I should say, are part of human experiences. Number 12, fake it till you make it. If you're unconvinced that you're a worthy person, and I know you are a worthy person, keep the faith and keep at it. Keep practicing self-compassion along with other suggestions from other people. Most of us do not have direct communications from our deity of choice, yet we take the leap and trust that our God is true and real, and amen, because He is. The same goes for our self-acceptance. You must first think and then do each and every day. My audience and Ray, these are the 12 ways to accept yourself. For many people, self-acceptance is hard to come by on a good day. So when you do have some on a good day, appreciate it. And when you do come across a bad day, look in your inner self for your self-acceptance and bring it to the surface so that the bad days become a little better. Each and every day, try to set an intention. Self-acceptance begins with the intention of being yourself and accepting yourself. Celebrate your strengths each and every day for the next 30 days. Write each day one of your strengths that you carry. Avoid the lack of strengths. Avoid the weaknesses. The strengths equal positive, the other ones equal negative. Live a positive life. Consider people around you. Create a support system. Avoid the people that hurt you, that bring you down, that tell you you're no good. You can't change them, ever. But what you can do is change your environment. You need to walk away and start your life. And let me help take your life back. Forgive yourself. Past regrets can prevent us from practicing self-acceptance. Forgive yourself and move on. Shush your inner critic. Your inner critic will try to always give you doubt. Don't let it. Grieve the loss of unrealized dreams. If you wanted to be a cop, a fireman, a president, and you haven't achieved that, grieve it and move on. Perform charitable acts. Help your neighbors, the elders. Go to nursing homes. Go to hospitals. Because when you act good to others, good things will happen to you. Realize acceptance is not resignation. Acceptance is letting go of the past and the things we cannot control. This way, you can focus your energy on which you can control, which empowers you. Be kind to yourself. Many people are hesitant to show even a shred of self-kindness because they see it as selfish and undeserved, but you do deserve to be kind to yourself. Fake it till you make it. If you're unconvinced that you're a worthy person, keep the faith and keep at it. Keep practicing self-compassion along with other suggestions that I have given you. Folks, don't be that person that I spoke about in the beginning of this segment. Don't be that person lying in a coffin, banging on the lid, hoping that somebody might hear you because somebody might not hear you. Be that person that takes the first step today and looks for support. People that are out there that have no addictions but have other issues, you can reach out to people like Larry Geis at 516-485-2741 and myself, because we are life coaches as well. We are here to motivate you, to lift you up. You have a lot of your answers hidden inside you. It is my job, it is Larry's job, to give you a little nudge to motivate you to reach deep down inside you and find whatever questions you have, find the answers. And if you can't, it is my pleasure and Larry's pleasure to help you find those answers. But you have to do the hard work. And the hard work is making the first step of realizing you have an issue. If you're surrounded by a relationship that brings you nothing but misery, if your spouse does nothing but avoid you, shows you no compassion, love, or affection, doesn't talk to you, it is time for you to make the changes. You cannot change your spouse or your lover, but you can change your surroundings. A lot of people feel they have families and they can't make those changes, but you can, because, folks, here's what it comes down to. Your children will be happier when they live in a happier home. And what happy home can there be when a husband and a wife do nothing but fight, do nothing but avoid each other, do nothing but yell at each other? That is not a healthy environment. It is time to take that home and break it up into two homes. The children could live with one of the parents and see the other parent. Now the children also psychologically feel like they're gaining something. They're gaining two separate homes to go to, which is great for them. They're gaining more presents at holidays, because now they get one from mommy and one from daddy. You can turn this whole thing around into your favor. And most importantly, you need to do it for yourself, because we all are on this earth one time, and then there is an afterlife, but one time. So if you're in your 20s and your 30s and your 40s, and some people in 50s and 60s, if it's time to make a change, it is time to make the change. I didn't make changes in my life until my beginning in the 50s. So no matter how old you are watching me, it's never too old. You're never too old to make the changes. But you need to do it today. Call me at 844-405-HELP and let me help take your life back. Again, this video was dedicated to a good friend of mine. Her name is Ray. And I hope, Ray, that you got something out of this, because this subject was designed for you especially, because I know deep down inside you are such a good person and you deserve better. But no matter how many people tell you what you need to do, only you can do what you have to do. So I hope this was very, very beneficial. I hope to be of some sort of support in the future for you if you need. And I hope anyone else that's watching that's going through similar issues like Ray is, that you all come together, reach for your higher power, ask God for guidance and direction. But remember, you're never too old to make changes in life. I hope to God, no matter where you are watching me, that you all have a great day. I hope and I pray that everybody that's watching me has a sober rest of the day. And I hope everybody that's watching me finds the love in their life that they so desperately are seeking. Call me at 844-405-HELP and let me help take your life back.